I stopped using Upwork after I spent over 1,000 US dollars to buy connects and was unable to land a job. Now, don't tell me it was because I used a generic proposer, I did not have a strong portfolio, my profile picture was not professional enough, or it was because my profile was not just strong enough. I am someone that started using Upwork as far back as 2020. And when I say I made a lot of money on Upwork, I really did make a lot of money on Upwork. But over the years, Upwork has become very saturated and competitive. We have a lot of people fighting for a few jobs. And one thing about Upwork is over the years, the quality of clients on Upwork has actually dropped drastically. Nowadays, you see a job that was posted 30 minutes ago and you find out that over 50 plus proposals has already been submitted. Like, what is going on? And aside from that, the platform has become very expensive. You have to pay a lot of money to actually buy connects. Not only that, you have to pay a lot of money to boost connects, and at the end of the day, you might not even land any job. So if you're someone that has been trying platforms like Upwork and Fiverr and you're at that point of giving up, you're frustrated and you feel like maybe it is because your skills are not actually strong enough, I'm here to tell you that it's not actually because of your skill. Upwork is not just what it used to be before. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 platforms where you can actually land remote gigs. One amazing thing about these platforms is this platform is not saturated, it is not competitive. You cannot find scam jobs on these platforms like you find on Upwork, because on these platforms you have to pay heavily to post a job, unlike Upwork where anyone can just create an account and post a job. Now, when I'm talking about these platforms, I'm not talking about LinkedIn, I'm not talking about Remotive, I'm not talking about Remote.ok, I'm not talking about LinkedIn, and of course I'm not talking about Webfund or Working Nomads. So hang with me, because the last platform on my list is the platform I used to land my recent remote gig. And if this is the first time you're seeing my video, or if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's get started. So the first on my list is Jobgether. Okay, so let's go over to see what Jobgether looks like. So personally, I have actually been using Jobgether. In fact, if I'm being honest, I've landed 2 roles on Jobgether. Even though the first role, I was unable to start working because after the employment letter was given, there was a restructuring in the company and they said they were unable to move forward with the contract. But the second opportunity I got from Jobgether, it was actually an amazing opportunity. And during the time the contract existed, I actually gained a lot of experiences from the company and of course some good money too. Now let's go back to see what Jobgether looks like. Now, this is what Jobgether looks like. So Jobgether is actually a platform where you can actually find remote opportunities, right? Now, Jobgether brings thousands of companies hiring from all over the world. We have companies from the United States, from Europe. We have companies from Asia. We have companies from all over the world hiring for different roles in Jobgether. Now, one amazing thing in Jobgether is that you can actually see the names of the company hiring. So even if you don't want to apply directly on the platform, you can simply go to the company's website and apply. Another amazing thing about Jobgether is this: it actually gives you the email of the hiring manager. So in case you just want to email the hiring manager with your resume and telling the hiring manager that you're interested in the opportunity, that is one feature about Jobgether I actually really like. But one thing about using that feature is, for you to use that feature, you actually need to be in the pro version. Even though in the free version, you will be able to use that feature, you only have the ability to see at least 3 hiring managers' emails per month. Now, let's go over to see what Jobgether looks like. Now, this is actually the website, Jobgether website. And over here, you can see that you can sign up or you can sign in. Okay, now this is actually what the website looks like. Okay, as you can see, you can actually see jobs that was actually posted 2 days ago. And one thing with Jobgether is, like I mentioned, it actually has the premium. Now, if you are not using the premium version, you cannot see jobs that are posted immediately. So you can only see jobs that were posted 2 days ago, all right, earliest. So you cannot see jobs that are posted immediately. And one thing with Jobgether is it actually gives you job from all over the world. Now, as you can see, this particular job is looking for people that are living in Nigeria. Of course, this is actually one of the most popular fintech companies in Nigeria. And if you look over here, this is actually looking for people that are from Africa, Albania, and the rest. Okay, so you have international companies and local companies posting jobs on this particular platform. Now, as you can see this job was posted 2 days ago, 5 days ago. So they keep posting recent jobs every time. Now, let's say, for example, we actually want to look over here. Okay, we want to actually look at this job. Now, when you look at this job, you can actually see that you can actually see the qualifications needed for this job. They're looking for 3 years plus of experience in data analytics, strong SQL skills, Power BI skills, hands-on experience, and you can see your key responsibilities here. All right. Now you can decide to actually go through the offer description. Okay, so you can decide to go through the offer description and learn more about the company. Now, over here, you can just apply. Okay. Now, you can decide to activate auto apply. Auto apply is actually for people making use of the premium version, or you can decide to apply manually if you're making use of the free version. Now, when you go over here, you can actually see more about the job. Now, it will prompt you to add the location you're applying for. Then it will prompt you to add your resume, your email address, and everything. Okay, so they will ask you your salary expectations. So that's it. Now, if you actually apply for that role, the next thing you will come here is you can actually come here to decide to, okay, I applied, I want to contact the hiring manager. Now, when you click on I want to contact the hiring manager, so you can see that it says free credits used up. So like I mentioned, this is a website that I actually use regularly to get remote jobs. So this simply means that I've actually contacted several hiring managers and I'm making use of the free version. So I've actually used up my free credits. Okay. So you can decide to upgrade. Let's look at what the plans look like. Now, for the monthly plan is about 19,000 naira per month. Quarterly plan is about 43,000 naira per month, and yearly plan is about 99,000 naira per month. But honestly, if you are actually looking at this website so far, you will know that it is actually worth it. Okay, so I will actually advise you develop your resume, make your portfolio stronger, and try this particular website because I have actually gotten jobs from this website. It is legit and it is worth it. Now let's go over to the next on my list. So the next on my list is Jobspresso. So this is the next on my list, Jobspresso. I'm not going to lie, Jobpresso is a site I've tried and I have actually gotten one remote job from Jobpresso. So what I do is I'm basically a full-time remote worker and I've been working remotely for about 5 to 6 years now. So I've actually tried several platforms to actually get remote jobs. So when I tell you that this website works, please take it seriously and go hop in on this website immediately and start applying. Now Jobpresso is a platform I have actually made use of and I've landed a job from Jobpresso, a job or two from Jobpresso. Jobpresso is an amazing website, okay, for landing remote jobs. It is actually legit. It has a lot of legit jobs. It works and it is awesome. Now let's actually look at what Jobpresso looks like. Now this is actually what Jobpresso looks like. Now you can decide to actually post a job or you can decide to browse jobs, okay. So like I mentioned, all the jobs that are actually posted on this platform are 100% verified, so you can actually trust the jobs. So over here you can see the featured jobs. As you can see, this is one of the featured jobs for performance marketing specialist, okay, and over here is for a full stack engineer, TypeScript and React, and over here is for a remote forex and crypto trader. So you can actually see jobs, and over here when you look over here you will see the location that the company is looking for. Now for this they're looking for people from US, Canada or UK, but over here you can see worldwide. So this particular role is open to people all over the world, right? Now over here you can actually see the most recent jobs. Then you can actually see the senior administrative assistant. So this is actually for people with different kind of skills. If you're into administrative assistant, if you're into if you're a developer, if you're a software engineer, if you're a data analyst, a data scientist, or whatever you are, this particular platform has something for you. So let's just go over here to browse jobs. Okay, now when you click on the browse jobs, you can actually search using the keyword. So let's say you're searching for the role of a data analyst, and over here you can decide to say you're looking for a freelance, you're looking for a full-time, internship, part-time. Now let's say we are looking for freelance, and let's go over to C, and let's say we are looking for a full-time role. Okay, now when you actually go over there you can actually see different companies hiring from different roles. So this one is for North America or EME. So if you're in Africa, Asia, or any part of the world, okay, this particular role you can actually apply to them. So these are what we actually have in Jobpresso. So Jobpresso is a very competitive site, okay, so you actually have to have a very strong resume and a very strong portfolio. Now this is actually what the one of the jobs we are going to look like. So if you're interested in this role, all you just have to do is apply to the job or go to the company website to apply to the job. Now let's go back to the next on my list. The next on my list is Himalayas. Okay, so I have not actually tried this particular job board, but I've had someone who has tried it. And according to his review, he said that the job board is actually cool. For him to say it is cool, it simply means he has actually landed a job or two here. So let's go over to say, okay, I'm looking for the role of a data analyst. And let me search. Okay, so we just go ahead and verify we are human. Now, when you go over here, you actually see a lot of job opportunities for data analysts. Now, when you look at here, you see data analyst, but you must be proficient in German language. So you see data analysts, a lot of companies actually looking for data analysts. And one amazing thing about this job board is that 90% of the jobs allows you to work remotely. Okay. So as you can see, this is Hire Hanger looking for a data analyst that willing to pay 8,000 to 36,000 per month. Okay. So as you can see when the job was posted, this was posted a day ago. This was posted 3 days ago. So over here, you can actually see, okay, these people are looking for United States only, Argentina only, okay, AL and 9 more others. So you can actually CA and US. So you can actually look for anyone that actually matches your location, okay, and apply for the job. Now, this was actually posted 2 hours ago, and they're looking for people based in France only. Okay, so over here you can actually see the job requirements, and over here you can decide to apply or not. So this is actually a very powerful website if you're looking for remote jobs. Okay, so don't be scared about the US only or Canada only. We have thousands of jobs, okay, that are open to people in Africa and people worldwide. Okay, people in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. So this is actually a very amazing job board you should actually be looking at. So all you have to do is go over here to sign up or log in if you already have a login details, or you sign up. Okay. So once you sign up, you'll be able to start seeing more jobs that are in your location or that are open to people all over the world, and start applying. Now, the next job board on my list is Keep the Dive. Okay, so Skip the Drive is the next job board on my list. So let's go over to see what this website looks like. Now, this is the next job board on my list. Personally, I have tried this job board, and if I'm being honest, this is one of the most amazing job board I have seen. For some reasons, I feel like the website is very user friendly, and I actually love those websites. I have not been lucky to land a job in this website, but I have been applying in this website, and I really love the jobs I see in those websites. Now, over here, you can actually browse by category. You can see if you're into accounting, analyst, bilingual, customer service. So one thing with this Keep the Drive is it has a job for everyone, and that's one thing I love about this platform. Now let's go back to say we are an analyst and we are looking for remote jobs. Okay. Now over here you can see over here you can actually see different jobs. Okay, so one thing that Skip the Drive does is it actually brings jobs from different job boards to one place. So they actually source for jobs from various job boards and bring it to one place. So instead of you to just keep visiting different job boards, you can just use Skip the Drive to actually see thousands of jobs posted from different job boards. Now that's one reason why I love Skip the Drive. Now the last on my list is Pangian. Pangian is a global talent recruitment platform that connects remote professionals with companies offering work from home opportunities. Now let's go over to see what Pangian looks like. Now, this is actually what Pangian looks like. Okay, so over here you can actually see different remote opportunities on Pangian. So if you're actually looking at landing remote jobs in 2026, these platforms I've mentioned should be the number one on your list. Thank you so much for watching.